Good evening from InvestSharp.com. This is Randy Smotone with your Friday, December 3rd market update. So, wound up having a decent day in the market considering the unemployment rate wasn't too great and the non-farm payrolls were pretty weak. So, the dollar was down, gold, silver, copper, and oil were all up. Light sweet crude futures were up $1.19 to settle at 89.19. So, we did take out that 89 level that I talked about yesterday. So, on the dollar, the UUP, so we're coming back down, maybe test the backside of this, trend line here on this downtrend line where we broke out through, come back down. Lots of selling in the dollar today, though. Let's go over and take a look at the West Texas Intermediate Crude Point for your chart. So we printed the 89, so we had a little double top here. Didn't change the bullish price objective. We still have $105 a barrel as our bullish price objective. Take a look at the Dow. The Dow was the weakest again today, up 0.17%, and the Russell was the strongest, so the risk was definitely on. Russell actually was up 0.69%. So the Dow hasn't gotten back up here to the November highs yet, but it's working on it. It's looks fine here. Let's look at the S&P. S&P also not quite there, almost reached it today, but still looking pretty good. Would have liked to see this MACD a little higher up here, but we'll kind of talk about that here in a minute. But again, it's looking fine. And then on the Nasdaq actually has gotten right about back to its highs. And again, I would have liked to see this MACD higher over than it is up here, but again, it looks all right. Doesn't necessarily mean anything yet. Let's look at gold, GLD. There has been no volume on this upside to gold. And again, I don't like this divergence again as we're going higher and the MACD continues to make these lower highs. A little bit of some bearish divergence here on gold, so we might have a pullback on gold. I don't know. Be watching for that. I don't think it's anything you need to take action on it yet because there's no changes in the chart, but it's something to be aware of. Silver, similar. Silver's looking stronger though. Whoops. Copper still looking good. A lot more buying in copper. Let's see the euro. Euro looks like it's going to go back up, at least test the backside of the trend line. It has had a big move from here to here, just very short period of time, which often it does. Lots of buying here, so we'll see if it can take this out or if it just gets rejected and the euro comes back down or not. The VIX, it's hanging tough at that 18 level. Doesn't want to let go. One thing about the VIX that I think is a little interesting, we'll see, again, it's got bullish divergence on its MACD because we come here and we keep testing it. Every time we come down here, this MACD is making a higher low, right? So again, makes me think something might be up next week. Maybe a buying opportunity. I don't think it's anything too horrible, and it may not even pan out. So since we're speaking of that, let's go take a quick look here at the ES. So this is a 30-minute 1 hour of the S&P E-mini futures. And this is a time frame, well, right through here is about December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So as you notice, our price is going up, and you've got your MACD isn't, right? It's going lower, which doesn't necessarily, a little bit of bearish divergence. Relative strength, we're also losing relative strength as we're going up, right? So we've got, we're here, we got higher prices in here, but yet we continue to have a lower RSI. Now, again, may not mean a whole lot. Could mean we do have a pullback, back in here, maybe 1210, maybe we go back and test the 1200 again. I don't know. But time will tell. I think it'll be a dip buying opportunity. We could still, doesn't mean we can't be higher by the end of the year. But so I'll be kind of watching for that next week, see if anything happens, see if there's any of this divergence plays out. I just wanted to point that out to everybody. Let's go over and look at the McClellan oscillator. If the stock charts ever comes back and responds, it's really slow today. There's some days it's so much slower than others. Not sure why. Still responding. Slowly. Still waiting. Finally. Okay. So we're back here. We're at 14.69. This is the NYSE McClellan. So we're still very neutral. We're not overbought till we get up into here. So we're still neutral in that aspect. Go over here and look at the sectors. So 14 to 16 sectors we follow finish in the green. The gold index had the largest percent gain at 3.08%. The insurance index was the weakest, down 0.31%. So of course on Fridays there's no chart watch. I will post my weekly watch list, on Sunday evening. And there's not really any economic data out Monday. We start off with Tuesday, but there's really not a whole lot out till start Wednesday. So no economic data on Monday, so that won't be a concern for the market or push us one way or the other. And taking over here to look at the current market signals, no changes here. There's really no need to look at here. The Dow, the Nasdaq, S&P, they're all on buys. Here's the price objectives, no changes. So all that continues to look good also. So we'll see if there's any of that bearish divergence I'm seeing on some of the oscillators. There's some on gold, there's some on the ES, to see if what that does next week, or if that means anything at all. All right. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching.